What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to 303 Streets. Today we're doing the Kawasaki, well, I'm going to show you how to do the Kawasaki front differential fluid for this. And for this project, here's what I used. Here's my my wrench. So in order to break this, this is the only size I had that would fit. So anyways, there it is, because I don't have any sockets that fit that size. So I just fit this to what it was, like that. I kind of just, broke it just like that. So broke the seal and then did that a few times. It took a while to get it a little bit loose. There we go. So now it's loose. So that's where you, that's your fill bolt. So that's where you'll fill it. That's that. I'm not going to take it off all the way just because, I don't want any fluid to come out. But, so that's where you're going to fill it. And your drain bolt is right underneath where all that oil is. As you can see, that's where I drained it. So, when you're coming from the front, it's just right up in there. And you can get the Kawasaki brand. If you're going to get your oils from Kawasaki, I would recommend at least getting your front and your rear differential fluids from Kawasaki. As you can see, I'm doing the rear differential right now. That's why I figured I'd touch on this one. I forgot to do a video. So here's what I use for the front differential. Synthetic gear oil, SEA, 75 W90, 1 quart, and there's some left over. So if you just bought a Kawasaki, like I said, this is a 2015 Teryx 800cc 4-seater. You're supposed to do it your first 20 hours on the vehicle. So after your first 20 hours, you're going to want to change the fluid. And this is how you do it. So you're going to break that because you want to make sure, if you can't get this off, the fill bolt, you will not be able to replenish the fluid. So never drain it until you have this off. So I'm just going to tighten this back up. So anyways, you're going to do exactly the opposite of what I'm doing. You're going to take this off, and then once you get it off, you're going to go underneath where I showed you, and you're going to drain it. And what the size socket you need for that was the same as the rear differential, and I think it was like a 9/16. Yeah, so you're going to use a 9/16. You're going to let it drain after you take off, both of these little bolts. After you take off both the bolts, you're going to want to make sure that you clean them both very good to get any extra debris off. Let it drain. Put your drain bolt back in. Once you put your drain bolt back in, you're going to want to just put the fluid back in. You're going to want to use a tube. So whatever quart you get, put the tube on it. And you have to come to the side and probably come up here. So you want at least I would say about a foot long, any kind of tube. A coolant like tube or anything you can get from AutoZone that will fit your cap. So anything roughly around this size, no smaller or no bigger. I guess you can go a little bit bigger, it doesn't matter. Anything that you can do that you can use to get the fluid back in. So like I said, I'd get about a foot worth of tubing. So you can come up here like this angle, because as you can see it's pretty far away, and then you're going to just kind of fill it. Once it starts to overflow, as you can see, that's what happened here. It overflowed a little bit. I cleaned it up. You're good. And then just put your fill bolt back on and you'll be good to go. So I hope you found this video helpful. Like, subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Eventually I'm going to be doing a lift kit on this Kawasaki, the 2-inch in the front and 2-inch in the rear, just to get a little bit extra clearance, because I just don't like to hit. So I want to try to get it up off the ground a little bit more. But yeah, I would recommend doing this fluid, every 30 miles to 50 miles minimum. I think I'm going to start doing mine every 25 to 30 miles, or hours. Sorry about that. I meant hours. 25 to 30 hours. I think I'm going to start doing mine just to make sure I stay up on it really good. And it's cheap. I mean, to do the front and the rear, it's less than 20 bucks. To do an oil change, probably like another 30. So you're all in at $50 for all the fluids being completely flushed. So $50 every, 20 hours, especially if you don't take it out a bunch, isn't bad at all. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. Again, this is the oil that I use for the front differential. If you're doing the rear, I might as well just touch on that really quick. Same thing, kind of just drain it, and then I would specifically go to Kawasaki and get this, the gear oil, the wet and brake oil. So that's what you need for the rear, but this is more for the front. And again, hopefully you like this video. It's really easy, takes 10 minutes to do. If you have any questions, again, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and have a good day. Thank you.